Hello. Hi everyone. Thanks for joining me today in western Colorado. So I'm coming to you today from, it's right on the border of Colorado and Utah, so kind of close to Grand Junction if you're familiar with the area. But I'm so excited that you joined me here today after a few weeks off. Yay! So for today's practice, props are not necessary, but grab any props that you like to practice with. For me, that's 2 blocks. So I have one under my sit bones, and then I have another one right up here, but grab anything that you like to practice with. And we are going to start today just in a comfortable seated position. So finding that for yourself. And once you get out those last little squirms and movements, just slowly start to either close the eyes or find a soft gaze. And let's let the palms rest down on the knees. A little more grounding here. Start to really root the sit bones into the earth and lengthen your crown of your head up towards the sky, and really feel the length that creates in your spine. Take a big, deep inhale here. As you exhale, open the mouth and let it out. Let's do that 2 more times, just releasing any old, stale energy. Big, deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, let it out. One more deep inhale in through the nose. Pausing at the top. Open the mouth, let it go. Now as you continue your breathing, start to close the lips so that both your inhales and your exhales are coming in and out of your nose. In this short little seated meditation, start to bring your attention or your awareness to the space in between your inhales and your exhales. So as you notice your body fill up with air, pause and take a moment to become aware in this space before the breath flips and comes into an exhale. Once the body has emptied itself of all of that breath, take a moment to pause in this space before flipping it around to fill the belly with air once more. So it's in this space between the inhales and the exhales, we're able to separate ourselves from our thoughts. We're able to see the space that we have within our own body, where we can become a witness. I want to invite you right now to see if a word stands out to you in this moment. Coming up with a mantra for this practice. It could be a word, it could be a phrase. Anything that's resonating with your heart right now, let that be your mantra for this practice. And if you're not really feeling any word or any phrase coming into your heart space, that's okay too. Maybe your mantra is about staying open. Maybe it has something to do with clarity. Or perhaps your mantra is just resting in this space. In this space of, I don't know. Just continuing to stay open there. On your next inhale, start to reach your arms up towards the sky, bringing the palms together overhead. As you exhale, bring the palms down to heart center, sealing that intention or that mantra into your heart. Remove a block or blanket if you're sitting on one, but stay in this comfortable seated position. On an inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. As you exhale, start to twist towards the right, bringing that right hand behind your low back. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twisting to the left. Inhale, come back to center. This time, grab the right wrist with the left hand. Start to lean towards the left side. Inhale, center, releasing the grip. And as you exhale, start to grab that left wrist with the right hand leaning towards the right. Inhale, reach the arms back up towards center. And as you exhale, start to flip over into a tabletop position. So onto the hands and knees, finding a neutral spine here. As you inhale, lift the heart up towards the sky. Exhale, rounding the back. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, back rounds. Inhale, reach the heart up once more, cow pose. Exhale, cat, rounding the spine. Inhale, come back to your neutral spine. Reach your right arm out in front of you and start to reach the left leg out behind you, pulling that belly button in towards your spine so you're not sagging into the low back. Creating traction here in the spine, so really reaching those right fingertips forward as the left heel reaches back. And staying here in this shape, or perhaps you start to reach that right arm back, bending the knee to grab that left foot, opening the chest. Inhale, release the hand and the foot, reach them long one more time. As you exhale, just bring the right hand down to the mat and lift the hips up and back for three-legged down dog, left leg up and into the sky. Open up that left hip by bending the knee and taking any circles that feel good here, gently awakening that left hip. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, swing that left foot up in between the hands. Drop the back knee down. Inhale, arms reach up towards the sky. Low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Maybe in this low lunge, you start to allow your gaze to look up in between the hands. Big inhale, reach up through the fingertips. As you exhale, start to twist towards the left, bringing that left hand behind you, so reaching towards the back of the mat. Inhale, start to reach that front arm back, reversing your warrior in this low lunge. As you exhale, the hands cartwheel down to frame the front foot and step it back into tabletop. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Find neutral spine. Reach the left arm out. Reach the right leg back behind you. Hugging your energy in towards your midline, finding your center. I'm really activating and engaging the core here so we're not dumping anything into the low back. Allow the shoulders to pull away from the neck. And maybe you stay here, or maybe you start to bend that back foot as the left hand reaches for it. Maybe it finds the foot. And you open up through the heart. Release the foot. Reach the arm and leg out one more time. Drop the left hand down to the mat, keeping the right foot off the ground. Inhale, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog, with the right leg up in the sky. Start to open up that right hip, bending the knee, taking any circles that feel good. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring that right foot up in between the hands, dropping the back knee down. Allowing yourself to feel firm in your foundation before reaching the arms up. Low lunge, right foot in front. And in this low lunge, really pulling that right hip back as the left hip comes forward. So really feeling the opposition in the hips here. Take a big inhale, look up. As you exhale, start to twist towards the right, bringing that right arm back behind you, opening the chest. Next, inhale, start to reverse the warrior in this low lunge, bringing that front arm up towards the sky. As you exhale, cartwheel the hands down, stepping the foot back, tabletop position. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. And start to rock the hips side to side, bringing one heel down as the other knee bends. Allowing yourself to move a little bit in this shape, not be so rigid. Maybe leaning forward and then bending into the knees. Making sure there's no tension around the neck, dropping the shoulders down the back. And slowly start to walk the feet up to meet the hands at the top of your mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, really rooting down through the feet. Reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, palms come to heart center. Taking this moment to return to your intention, to your mantra that you said at the beginning of this practice. Repeating it silently to yourself in this moment. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms out towards the side, lift the heart up. Inhale, fingertips reach up towards the sky. Exhale, fold over straight legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, stepping back, plank pose. Inhale, heart moves forward. Exhale, slowly lower all the way to the mat. Release the tops of the feet and bring the arms down alongside your body. Inhale, lift just the heart. Exhale, left ear down towards the mat. This time, bring the hands down at the base of your spine, interlacing your fingers. Inhale, lift the heart and pull those knuckles back towards the feet. Exhale, right ear to the mat. And keeping the hands interlaced here. On this next inhale, you're going to pull your knuckles towards your feet as you lift the heart and then also lift the feet up off the ground. Staying here for 3 breaths. Locust pose. Exhale, drop the feet, release the hands, bringing them underneath the shoulders. Inhale, lift up for a cobra. As you exhale, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bring it up in between the hands. Staying on the ball of the back foot, rise up, high crescent lunge. I'm finding a little bounce in this crescent lunge today. So allowing a little pulse here. Maybe go from side to side. Just finding what feels good, and then when you find your spot, you want to park, you want to stay in for a couple of breaths, just rest there. Allow yourself almost to just fall into it. Opening the hips up, warrior two, facing the long edge of your mat. Now I like to widen my legs a little bit more in warrior two. So just allow your body to adjust as needed. And once again, maybe you kind of find that bounce here, allowing yourself to find your spot. On your next inhale, reverse your warrior, reaching that front arm up towards the sky. As you exhale, start to come down to extended side angles, either bringing that front arm on the quad of the front leg, or maybe the hand goes all the way down to the mat or to a block. Reaching the right arm up towards the sky, or maybe it starts to fall over the ear towards the front of the mat. And in this shape, really rooting down through the knife edge of that back foot and reaching energy out through the fingertips. So you have one long line of length and energy here. Take one more breath in. Exhale, float back up, reverse the warrior. Big inhale here. As you exhale, start to straighten that front leg, reaching forward, coming into triangles, keeping the legs straight this time, and allowing that left hand to either rest on the mat, on the shin, or on a block. Reaching the right arm up towards the sky, twisting through the heart. Start to circle that right arm towards the back of your mat, bringing it all the way back up towards the sky. Doing that 2 more times, so keeping that right arm just in a circling motion. Last circle here. Beautiful. And pulling the belly in towards the spine, maybe putting a little bend in that front knee. Start to come up into a standing position, turning back to face the front of your mat, crescent lunge. Start to put all the weight into your front foot, lunging onto that front foot, bringing the right knee in towards the chest, balancing on the left leg, grasping that right knee with your hands. Maybe this is where you stay. Maybe you start to bring that left hand on the outside of the right knee and twist towards the right, reaching the right arm back behind you. Maybe this is where you stay. Or maybe you grab the outside of that right foot. Let's see if I can do it. Grab the outside of that right foot with the left hand and start to straighten the right leg, twisting to the right. Allowing yourself to be wherever feels good today. Knowing if you fall, it's okay. It doesn't have to be so serious. Inhale, coming back through center, keeping that right knee in towards the chest. Start to reach that right foot back, finding warrior three, balancing on the left leg still. Hands can be at heart center or out to the side or out in front. I like to keep my hands at heart center. Big inhale here. As you exhale, start to bring the hands down to the mat, finding standing split. So opening that hip up just a little bit more. Still keeping energy in that right leg that's up in the sky. Maybe challenging your balance by grabbing your big inhale here in this inversion. As you exhale, bring that right foot down to the mat, right next to the left. Forward fold, Uttanasana at the top of your space. Take a big inhale in through the nose here. As you exhale, open your mouth, let it go. I'm going to stay here in this forward fold for a few breaths. So take your peace fingers, grab your big toes. Just let your elbows fall out to the side as you allow the head to fall towards the earth. Maybe finding some subtle movement of swaying side to side. And just letting that side that we just did, letting it go. Releasing any expectation of what this next side will feel like. And just being right here now. Release the big toes. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold, stepping back into plank pose. Inhale, heart comes forward. Exhale, lowering either all the way down or halfway. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bringing that knee in towards the chest. Dropping the foot in between the hands, rising up, crescent lunge. And once again, finding that little bounce here, that little pulse, just to see where the body wants to, where it wants to land, where it wants to settle, where it feels strong and challenged, where it feels rooted and active. Take a big inhale, reach, look up towards the sky. As you exhale, open up, warrior two. Maybe widening the feet, maybe finding a little bounce here too. As you inhale, start to reverse your warrior, reaching that front arm up towards the sky. And as you exhale, coming into extended side angle, bending into that front knee, and allowing that arm to either rest on the quad, on the ground, or on a block. Reaching the left arm up towards the sky, or bringing it over the ear. And once again, finding that long line of energy here for these few breaths that we found on the other side. Inhale, reverse the warrior, pressing down into that front foot. Start to straighten the front leg. Reach the right arm towards that foot. Come into triangle pose, Trikonasana. Allowing the hand to fall where it lands. Twisting through the upper back. Reaching that left arm up towards the sky. And taking our Trikonasana circles here. So start to circle that left hand towards the back of the mat. And allow it to fully come all the way around. We'll do 3 of these. Just allowing the body to move gracefully, almost like you're flowing through water. Start to bend into that front knee. Come up to a standing position, turning to face the front of your mat, back into high crescent lunge. Putting all the weight into that front foot, start to bring the back knee in towards the chest, keeping your balance. Interlacing the fingers around that left knee. Remember the options. So staying here. My balance on this side not as good as the other side. So either staying here with his knee in towards the chest, Maybe you bring that right hand on the outside of the left knee and start to twist towards the left, when the wind blows you over. Or maybe you grab the outside edge of that left foot, straighten it as much as you can, twisting to the left. I'm going to stay here with my knee bent. And the real balance challenger is looking back at that left hand. I already have the wind challenging me, so I'm not going to do that. Slowly start to come back to center, keeping that left knee in towards the chest. Start to send that left leg back, finding warrior three, balancing still on that front foot. Hands to heart center, to the side or out in front. Keeping the hips square towards the mat, so the left leg might not be very high here. Slowly start to bring the hands down towards the mat, opening the hip up a little, standing splits. Start to bring that left foot down towards the mat, right next to the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. This time bend the knees a lot, stepping onto your hands, so sliding your hands underneath your feet so that the toes are touching the wrist, bending the knees a lot. Allow the upper body to surrender to gravity. Release the hands and slowly start to lower your butt down towards the mat, coming into a seated position. Bringing the soles of the feet together, letting the knees fall out towards the side. Take a big inhale, lengthen up through your spine. Maybe you stay here, and maybe it feels good to start to lean forward just a little bit. Slowly start to lower all the way down onto your back. Cross the right ankle over the left quad for reclined figure four. Begin to pull that right knee in towards the chest. Grabbing either behind the hamstring or on the shin of that left leg. Just slowly allow yourself to make your way into this descent towards Shavasana. And release the figure four and switch sides. So cross that left ankle over the right quad. Threading the needle, allowing your fingers to connect either on your right hamstring or your right shin. Releasing this side. Grabbing the outsides of both feet for happy baby pose, pulling the knees into the armpits. You can grab the outsides of the feet or the insides, or just grab the hamstrings. Allow yourself to rock side to side. Maybe it feels good to bend one leg and stretch the other out. Just Allow yourself to be a little playful here. Explore this shape. Take a big, deep inhale in through the nose. As you exhale, release your feet, stretch them out long. Allow the arms to fall down by your side. Allow yourself to be as comfortable as possible. And allow yourself to fully surrender and fully sink into this corpse pose, Shavasana. Stay here as long as you need. And when you're ready, gently start to wiggle the fingers and toes. Move the head slowly side to side. In your own time, roll onto your right side into a fetal position. And slowly, while keeping your gaze inward, work your way up into a seated position, keeping the eyes closed or that soft gaze. And finding yourself in the same shape that we started this practice with, this time with the palms up, resting on the knees. And bring the palms to heart center. Press the thumbs against the heart space. Bring the thumbs up to your third eye, acknowledging this inner wisdom and inner intuition that we all have within us. And allowing this portal to be open, to be honest, and to receive. And bowing down towards the earth. Thank you, thank you. Inhale, coming back up, opening the eyes. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for joining me out here in the sun. I'll see you next time. Bye.